I'm a reviewer. Let the reviews be joined. Hello everyone. Your friend Dynamite here once again with part 2 of my review of Reveal the Shield Deluxe Class, Deluxe Class Optimus Prime, or basically miniature laser rod Optimus Prime. As you saw in my previous review on this guy, I looked at basically the figure itself, and this time we're going to look at him with the Reprolabels. As you can see, here's the used sheet. I use pretty much all of them, but these extra two. And these are just extra, they basically have where you have two different sets of Autobot insignias you can use. Now let's count with me how many we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Well, as the count would say. But I should say that's kind of bad form. As most of us know, the guy that done the count voice for Sesame Street passed away, I believe, earlier this year. But that's it's all our time to go. It's when the big guy upstairs says it's when it is. But as you saw, there's 18 labels on here. You use basically 16 of them, and for $4, I do recommend getting this sheet. Does a lot of good for this figure. But enough of the sheet. Let's look at how he looks on the figure itself. I'll set that out of the way. As you can see, probably already, you can see that one of the decals there, the Autobot insignia, it really lightens the front end. A lot of labels did, lightened up the front end a whole bunch. As you can see, we had two right up here, right off the bat for the grill, which basically chromed out the grill some. You had one here and one here for the headlights, and you had one here and one here for the front bumper to chrome out the bumper. Really, looking at it from the front, it really looks really cool. I mean, this kit really did a good number on this whole figure. From the side, as you can see, we got the Autobot insignia there, which I actually used the G2 insignia. I just thought the G2 ones looked better because, well, basically consider this is basically the laser rod, and laser rod was in Generation 2. So, but another label, one of the other two labels you get for here, because you got one on each side of the doors, one there, one there. The other ones for the truck mode belong right here. If you remember, if you saw my previous video, how different color this was to the front windshield, there's a couple of labels you get that you put on each window, which you can see I kind of messed up a little bit on that one, but it could also be the way the door is. I ain't got it fixed all the way right, but as you can see, it looks really cool. It actually really mints it in with the front windshield, makes it look a lot better. It's got two more here on the back, just right back here, basically tail lights. And before we get into the other ones, let's go ahead and transform them so you can see because the other ones work better in robot mode. Again, transforming. I'm just going to do it real quick here. Raise this up. You can start with the feet. You separate them out a little bit. Flip this panel down and around. Flip this panel as well on both legs, down and around. Do it on the bottom, the side too, on both legs. You take both the wheels, you turn, rotate them around, and you just punch them right into the slot there. Locks them in place. Same with this side. Well, I've always had trouble with these for some reason. There it goes. Right in. Actually, I'm going to have to work on this wheel. You can see it's kind of loosened up. I don't know if that's basically from what, but what. Again, flip it around. Oh, come on now. There we go. Do it this way with this leg too. There we go. Now, feet wise, you just bring these up, or excuse me, pull these panels back, flip it back, straighten the feet out. Same thing here, panel down, flip it back, and there's his feet. You go up here, you want to, well, I haven't got these panels out right. That's the one reason why I wanted to put things there. Flip this side down, basically pulling the door panel down. You pull the arms out on both sides. Pull this, separate this right here, basically the engine block area. The windows here, like the driver's windows, well, I almost forgot to, gotta pull the head out first. You just push up on, you go up underneath it, push it out, put it out of the way, flip these in, the windows inside. Basically fold this up and straighten them out a little bit here, and you push the whole part down. Straighten his arms out. Both sides. Which I'm not doing right for this arm. Let's see, there we go. Thought I had it wrong. And just flip it according down the head. And last but not least, you want to, which I kind of done with my back finger, kind of will just pin the back together, which kind of makes it look like a jetpack again. And here we have him in his robot form. And again, on his robot mode, his for his Reprolabels on this side, you got 4 more. You got one here and one here, basically on his kneecaps, and you got the extra ones up here on his shoulders, which really lightens those up a bit too. I mean, for $4, I do highly recommend getting this little kit for this guy. It really makes him look better. Highlights a lot of areas that didn't have it before. Let's add his little weapon to his hand, which I didn't note this before, but you can, his sword, you can two-hand weapon it. You just gotta coordinate his hands a little bit. You can have him holding it with both hands. There we go. It's not bad, a little aesthetic. You can have them holding it with both hands, basically going for the power of Iacon. Which, if you don't get that reference, that's a basically He-Man reference. Pretty cool. Really cool. But before we end this video, I'm going to set him back. I want to bring in the Laser Prime here. This is how his, if you remember how, we'll do it this way because I already got him in robot mode. That's how his front end looks compared. Really cool. So it really linked it up well with the original, the mold of this one. If you'll bear with me just a second, I'll get him converted to his form, and we can compare just how similar he is to the original G2 Laser Rod Prime figure. Doesn't take much to transform this guy at all. And if you'll just bear with me, I'll adjust the camera. And here we go. Now, for his shoulders again, let's just get his sword out of the way so it'll be easier to see. Just show off the decals a little bit better and compare them. As you can see, comparing wise, the decals for his shoulder are pretty much identical. I mean, it's just a little size difference, of course, but still almost completely identical on both sides. He does it, and he also has the, you can see on his knees, pretty much identical. Just again, size difference. It's the only difference between them. But otherwise, I think they did really, Reprolabels did really well in bringing this out to bring a good comparison for the two primes, making Reveal the Shield Prime just like his predecessor of the G2 Laser Prime. We'll just give him his sword back, and just for the heck of it, we'll give Laser Prime here his sword as well. Just basically saying, you may be better, but mine's still bigger than yours. But there we go. All in all, I have to say this Reprolabel set is really cool. Definitely worth the $4 to buy. Granted, if you're getting just this, you're going to be spending about $7 because you're going to pay $4 for the set and then $3 more for the shipping. Kind of expensive, but if you're going to pay for shipping anyway. But I do recommend getting this set. I will post a link below to the actual site, or the link to this. I'll also post a link to my email account if you'd like to email me. Also, I'll post a link to my Twitter if you want to follow me and tweet me on Twitter. But also, please feel free to like, share, and comment on this video. And as always, please subscribe if you haven't already. And before I sign out here, I'd just like to thank you all for watching and say check out for my next videos that you're going to enjoy, and hope you all have a good night, and thanks for watching.